Ah, Kim is here. Amazing.
Rob,
Buddy.
my man, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, when I swing, I put that fire to your chest. Talking ass, better wear a fucking vest.
Scientific.
That you can't see this is mind-boggling on your part.
When you use math
Yeah,
in the physical world
yeah.
to make observations and to draw data-driven conclusions about the physical world,
But that's not
math
science. That's
is
induction.
scientific.
That's induction. That's induction.
No, it's
That's
science.
induction. It's no. Then you're using
It's
scientific. It's science, and you're using
You're
induction.
using math as a part of science
It's a
because you've
it's a-
applied it to the physical world.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Rob, I'm
abstraction.
sorry.
Can you
Most,
see?
most of science,
Can you
most of
observe-
physics proofs are
No,
just
Tim.
math equations, man.
Let me ask you a question. Can you
Shoot.
observe -4 Celsius? Can you observe it?
Yes.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. You can
Okay, this is
observe the
embarrassing
conditions
for you.
of different objects under those
Uh,
conditions.
No, Kim,
You
you're
can measure
observing-
the amount of frost that has developed on a piece of metal pipe.
You're,
And you
you're
can,
missing.
you can mathematically calculate the rate at which that pipe freezes over. I don't.
Oh, Kim,
What are you
this
getting
is
at,
embarrassing
man?
for you, man.
I'm
For
sure
you,
you,
it's embarrassing.
man.
I'm laughing because it's embarrassing for you. I'm trying to help you, but you're not letting me help you.
All right, so help me, Rob.
Okay, the reason I'm saying you can't measure, you can't observe -4 is because 4 is an abstract thing. You can feel the temperature of -4, but 4
Okay.
itself is totally abstract.
So you're telling me that I can't see a pipe freeze over at a different rate? When
No,
it's
I'm
under-
saying you can't. No, to see again, you're misunderstanding. You can't. You can see the pipe freeze over. That's
Kentucky, be
scientific.
nice. Kentucky, be nice.
Okay. But what you can't see is the number. You can't see the number. The number is
The
abstract.
number is just the label that we call these conditions.
Whatever. So you're just arguing semantical. Like you're just
No,
digging
it
yourself.
matters. It matters.
But you're digging yourself a hole. I'm trying to help you get out of it. That's all I'm trying to do. But you can't see it.
Okay, so if I calculate the rate at which a metal pipe freezes over at -4 Celsius, right,
Right.
and compare it to the rate that a pipe freezes over at -6 Celsius, that's not math.
That's math.
Okay, and so I've used math as a part of a scientific inquiry because
Yeah,
I'm
but-
observing and testing and measuring
But you're still
the
you're
rate
still-
of frost on a metal pipe. That's math used with science.
I
Used
agree.
in a scientific inquiry. So math is
You're
scientific.
using them together, but what I'm saying is, if you use math on itself by itself, it's not scientific.
Okay, well, that's not what we're doing. We're using
That's
math
what
as
you
a
did.
part of
That's
a
what Gary-
scientific inquiry.
That's what Gary and I were trying to tell you, that it's a separate subject. Math on
It's-
itself
it's-
is abstraction. If you can't understand that, then I don't know what to tell
When
you.
you got to listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
When you use math
Mhm.
to observe phenomenon and
Mhm.
gather data and draw
Mhm.
conclusions about
Mhm.
physical phenomenon in the physical world,
Mhm.
that is science.
Yeah.
That is scientific inquiry. You are using math as part of a scientific inquiry. Science is applied mathematics.
No, you're still out to lunch a little bit, and I'll explain why.
Okay.
Because science, on the face of it, and this is what Gary was trying to tell you too.
Uh-huh.
Okay, just listen to the terms, and you'll see and you'll understand. Okay, science deals with us, which can be observed, tested, repeated. That's the scientific method.
Okay.
Are you agreed?
Yeah.
Okay. Math deals with abstraction. 2 + 2 = 4. The reason it's abstract is because I can't see the number. That doesn't mean it's not true, but it means it's abstract. Are we in agreement?
I agree that math can be abstract, and it's often used abstractly, yes.
I'm saying math on its own is abstract as a field of science, if you want to put it that way.
Well, that would bring math under science, and you're conceding the point.
I'm-
If math is a field of science, you've conceded the point.
But it's still abstract, is my point. On
It
its own.
can be abstract, absolutely, but it
On
isn't
it-
always abstract.
On its own, it's always abstract.
So if I use math by itself to count the number of trees in my backyard, is it still abstract?
Yep.
Abstract?
Yep.
Okay. Because it's suddenly tied to a physical thing.
Right.
If I
but
use
it's-
math to measure the width of my tree's trunk, that's abstract?
it
That's
is.
not okay, because I would call that science.
I would
That's-
say
I have
I would
applied
say
mathematics to a physical phenomenon.
I would say it's abstract science.
It's measuring the size of a tree trunk is abstract science to you.
No, the measurement isn't. The method is.
The method is me putting a ruler to the tree trunk.
But I'm just saying the numbers on them on the face of it are still arbitrary and abstract.
I mean, sure, but so is language and everything else that humans do.
But I'm not disputing that.
Okay. But that doesn't make math unscientific. That makes it scientific.
Can you observe a number?
Let me. I'm pretty sure I have something with a number here.
But the only reason that
It's
makes
very
sense
second of me, but here, there's a number 9.
Okay.
I
But
can
the only
observe it.
reason that makes sense to your mind is because you understand how the abstract and the material work together.
Yeah, because I've applied it to a physical phenomenon, which
Right.
makes it science.
When
I apply it to a physical observation, hey, the trunk is yay big. Let me measure it to see exactly how big it is.
I'm not
That's
disputing it,
science.
but I'm just saying this is a little bit more semantical than I'm really.
Rob, are you an anti-realist? Nitty wants to know if you're an anti-realist.
Not at all.
Because that would be kind of based of you.
I think that's a little stretch, but anyways, this is too semantical for my liking.
Unfortunate. It's not a semantics question, Rob. It's a
That's
mathematics is applied science. When you apply math to a physical
I would
observation,
agree.
it's scientific.
Okay, let me put it this way: math on the face of it is abstraction, and you can use math to infer things that are true.
In the physical world, yes. Which
Yes,
makes it
that's-
science.
A branch of abstract science. It's abstraction still. It's still abstraction, and I'm not going to budge from that. So let's move on.
So what would you call What would you
I
call
just
concrete?
said I'm not going to budge from it. So I already know.
Okay. Well, I want to know what you call the other side of this split. Then, what do you call concrete science? What is concrete science?
That should be observed, tested, repeated.
So if I observe the size of a tree trunk,
Mhm.
and I test the size of the tree trunk, and I repeatedly observe the size of the tree trunk, that's concrete science, right?
Right.
And if I use math to do that, then it's still concrete science, right?
It's abstract, but yes. Basic chem, you're not going to get me here. Just move on.
This
Just move on.
close.
Just move on. Just move on.
Oh man, I think this has got to be like the fundamental disconnect, man. And I'm really sorry because I do want to help you. I think you're a good person, and I want
Well, I
you
want
to
to help
see
you too. So we're just saying it differently.